like I mentioned before, it looks like this second floor caved into the first. So it's the most hazardous that you have to weave throughout. And because you find very few things of value, with the exception of one thing, I'm going to say Tom on this one. Tom, you're able to find what seems to be an old rotten letter that was underneath a little bit of stonework, which managed to preserve it. And now that you have literacy, compared to that first session where you're like, I didn't know literacy was a thing, you're able to read it. So I feel like I'll give you a rundown on the contents of the letter if you like. Work for you?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so it seems to be a letter written by a local minister whose name is Jean-Luc Baudet. And it seems to be begging a woman named Serena Kane. It starts with a prayer for her to put aside her hate and vengeance. It mentions how he wants to deter her going off into the massive city ruins to the north to chase after the robots that attacked Woodbury. He says doing so would not bring the dead back, and instead expose Woodbury. He reminds her and he thanks her for her constant protection and vigilance. And if it wasn't for her and the mystic suit that she wore, Woodbury would lie in ruins 100 times over. If she were to pursue these robotic attackers, Woodbury would be weak and she would find no redemption there. And that's where the letter ends.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. Shall I continue on, my little beast PCs?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. All right.
I thought you were going to call us beasties.
Beasties? Beastie Boys? Oh, no, one of them's
Oh,
dead. That makes me
please,
sad.
no.
All right.
Just
all
call me
right.
Smash Mouth.
Oh, God. All right. Ugh. All right. So now we're into the actual homes themselves. The three small homes. The first home, as far as salvageable items, contains an old rusted lantern, which doesn't seem... it's usable, but not in good repair. But also within the home rests 5 metal thermoses. The thermoses themselves have flecks of rust on them, but opening them up, you can definitely identify that as lantern oil. And quite a bit of it, too. 5 full metal thermoses of... Oh, did I say Woodbury? I meant Woodbridge. This isn't The Walking Dead. I just misspoke. Woodbridge. All right. The other home. This one actually contains a sealed home safe that seems to have survived the test of time. It's metallic, looks like it's blast proof, and it has a simple tumbler lock on the front of it. Would you guys like to do anything with the safe?
Sure. I'd like to try and open it.
Okie dokie. You have your lockpick set now.
I do have a lockpick set now. So an interesting question. I assume I know the answer to this, but better safe than sorry. So I have pick locks.
Uh-huh.
And oh no, never mind. We retcon that for biology. So I have pick locks. So I'm going to do my picky locky thing.
All right, roll.
I failed by 20.
It's an old design. It's not something that you ever practiced on. Maybe if you decided to take it with you, you could spend more time on it and try to crack it open. But as of right now, it would take you like at least... I'm saying right now, it'll take you like 3-4 hours. You can try again in like 3-4 hours
Al would actually be very interested in taking it back to the behemoth, if for no other reason than it's a new lock that he can practice on.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Alrighty. Taking it. I'm just trying to think. It's heavy, of course. It's about 2 feet cubed, made of a very dense metal. No one's in any power armor, so you don't have. Oh wait, I forgot about Mariah. What's your combined physical strength, folks? Just let me know.
Mine?
Actually, don't tell. Yeah. Tell me your physical strength scores. Oh, okay. 13, 9, 14. I can just look up. Oh, you got that too. Okay. 23. Okay. The only way you are getting this in that ATV is if Mariah helps you.
Okay. Mariah, can you help us? Please?
She's looking at you.
Go on. You know you want to. Come on.
She blinks. She starts
Please?
walking away.
Mariah, please. We want the safe in the ATV. Can you help us move it?
You want me to help?
Yeah, carry the safe, if can.
Why?
So then Al can practice with it later.
Why?
You know what? Why don't you answer the question this time, Al?
Al will give Tom a like really look, and then go. It's a new lock. I've never worked on it before. I'd like to practice on it to get better at it. Not to mention that what's inside here may be helpful.
She starts walking away.
Or I can just come back in power armor later, he says to Tom.
I'll try. How do you work the things that go in the hole?
I could also, try and blast it open, maybe.
No.
Mm.
I would lose my chance to learn how to pick this lock. Unless you can burn a hole in the back of it, but honestly, that might destroy what's inside. Look, there's no reason why we're half an hour away from the behemoth. We can finish exploring the town. I can come back later in the Samson and get it.
But I really want to try opening it. Can I get
You
your
Lock
picks?
Al will hand them to Patrick and say, just be careful if you try and force it, you might break it.
Yeah, I don't rather not. Actually, can you oversee this? I'm a little nervous.
Al will not. He'll say, I mean, it's fine. I'll watch you. It's not like they're fragile. You'd have to be bending it pretty hard to break them. Here, just like this.
I'll have you roll a percentage dice. You're doing this untrained, which means, dude, you're gonna need like 10% or lower. And if you get 95% or higher, despite Al's supervision, you might break the lockpicks.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give a 50-50 on that.
But
these are the two extremes. So roll me a D100.
all right, 10%. I thought it was gonna be a 20. Shoot. All right.
No, sorry, homie. This is a very the lockpick skill starts at a very low percentage. So
Ouch. All right. I guess as a GM call, may I still have my IQ bonus?
sure.
Okay.
No, can't work it. No luck. Yeah, you'll have to.
At least I work
maybe
with them.
Mm-hmm.
It's
least you
like a
practice.
tiny kid trying to figure out how why the circle thing does not go in the square hole.
Fair enough. Okay, I'll finish describing as Mila wanders around the room whilst you do that. I'll describe the last room. This one doesn't contain any items of this residence. But you do notice something strange about the landscape, for lack of a better word. Despite the very old look of the town, all the mud itself has been, all the dirt roads themselves have been packed, pretty tightly, right? A lot of the buildings themselves has had, wooden flooring, right? In this one, it looks like there used to be wooden flooring, but was all churned up. And the earth underneath it as well, instead of being very, very packed, it looks like it's been mulched and chewed up. It's very, very loose dirt in the center of this small abode.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just a house, not
Yeah.
like a. All right.
Yeah, just a small home. Unfortunately, once again, you scavenge through it. You don't. Very similar to the church, you don't find anything great of value. It's just, the only thing of note was what I described. So I'm more than willing to repeat anything that I said beforehand, but I believe the ball's in your court as to what to do next.
Well, so far exploring the town hasn't really told us much. I'm not really sure where to go from here.
Well, we could follow the tracks.
Right. Al's gonna have to rely on you guys for that.
Well, the tracks go into the tunnel. It's just, Tom could see it pretty clearly, right? So you know
Yeah.
where they're going. It's just like, go into the tunnel.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I see.
Yeah. I mean, unless there's something else that this loose dirt in this one thing is kind of shifty. Maybe we might want to dig around a bit. But other than that, I think I'm good.
Might as well dig around. There's no reason not to.
Okie doke.
I mean, I don't think we have shovels or anything, so it's going to be our hands. But still, why not?
All right. So you plan on digging with your hands?
Yes.
Hang on.
Okie
Let me
doke.
see if my character sheet has any. I doubt I have a shovel. or anything,
I
but
don't think you have a shovel.
I have a
That's. Mm-hmm.
hover cycle.
Yes. You sure do.
Yay! All right, we're digging with our hands, I guess.
Okay.
Yes.
How many people are digging?
Guess who's
Patrick.
not digging?
Wait! I got this one.
Bear.
Mariah.
Bear.
Oh. And Bear?
Bear
I
too.
guess
Yeah.
Bear's not
Yeah,
digging.
Bear's not interested in digging. Bear's keeping a. Now this is the. I guess I should describe this as well. Much of the time previously, when it was Nora or Mila, Bear has always been close by, not stifling, but kind of by her side, within arm's reach, or a little bit further away. In this case, Bear stays where he is, and he keeps his eyes on Mariah, but he doesn't move next to her at all. He's just keeping an eye on her, standing where he is, stoic and quiet.
God.
Mhm. But okay, so Tom is digging, Al is digging. Who else is digging? Patrick.
Patrick is
Patty boy?
also.
Okay, so three of you. Okay, so the three of you step towards the center of the room itself, right? And your feet sink in a good half foot into this mulched up dirt until you finally feel some sort of resistance. And you begin digging with your hands. I would like you all to roll me a percentile dice, please.
Okay.
I did it. I rolled it.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I succeeded.
The best.
Patrick, you won!
I
You
did
won, Patrick. You won. So,
I hope it's a mine.
kind of. So you begin digging and digging, and you spend the next 5 minutes digging, pushing dirt up. And Patrick, as you begin digging, you start to feel your feet slip a little bit, as if they're giving way against something underneath of you. However, you don't have enough time to reorient yourself. And for everyone else who's watching, for a moment Patrick's digging, and then for the next moment he kind of disappears into the ground, and a hole remains. Now give me a moment. I'm going to take you over to a map, and there's 2 bits of light, and I assumed, silly Inferno, that you're going by the entrance, but you found... Good news! You found another entrance to this place.
That's
Well,
Bad news? I don't know. We'll find out.
You found another entrance to this place really quickly.
Yeah. So, Patrick, I guess you'll see all your icons here at the bottom, right? If there's any potential, I'm gonna just make copies of your icons. That way, if I accidentally delete you or I have to move you around, so be it. So you'll have to obviously zoom in and zoom out. This is a pretty big map. And Patrick, you'll be able to see Patrick's icon near the center. Near the center, but right. Right center. Let me know when everyone can see him.
I can see me.
Yeah, I can
Okay.
I can see him
Okay, good.
with his hat.
This little miner's hand. Okay. So first I'll describe, Patrick, what you see when you land with a thud on the ground, and then we'll switch it into real time, okay?
All right.
It is pitch black, first and foremost. The smell of earth surrounds your nostrils, and when you hit the ground with a thud, you feel the earth beneath you is slightly more solid than what you fell through, but not by much. Your feet probably sink in about 1/3 of an inch into the ground as you walk. There's clearly a lot of moisture in the air. And it is pitch black. In the few seconds before you speak or your companions call after you, you do hear in the distance creaks, as if 2 plates, 2 ceramic plates perhaps, were rubbing against each other. Now we can switch it to real time.
Has he died? Mariah just stares where Patrick was.
All right. I look up, probably the only source of light that I can see anywhere.
Yep. Definitely.
I'm assuming there's probably some head-shaped shadows over there.
It depends if the other people are going by the hole.
Yeah, I will.
Okay. You see a Tom-shaped head shadow.
Al,
Alright.
yeah, Al would be there too. Like, Patrick?
Ow. 1 second. Light. Oh, right. And he will rise up his hand and speak in a normal sort of word. I think it was full moon.
Mm-hmm. And that pale light starts to float in your hand, and it can be above your head or wherever you want that little ball to hover. but it does illuminate the area a little bit more for you, and I will reveal a little bit more. Now that you can see the walls and everything, you've been in underground areas before, both in this campaign and in your past. This is like if an animal dug its den. There's no structure to the walls. There's no pattern, no craftsmanship. You are concerned, slightly, in the fact that without any sort of structural foundation, cave-ins could probably happen at any moment. But for now, you are safe. The earth itself is a pitch dark black, matching the mulchy earth that you were digging into.
All right. Let's see. Let's see where is, here it is. Tom, could you stay there for a sec?
Yeah.
All right, and I'm going to point my pocket laser at his forehead.
Okay.
That is the distance finder.
Oh, so you want to know how far you are?
Yeah.
You fell about 12 feet into the ground.
All right. Well, I'm okay for now. It's a little unstable around here. Looks like these are just kind of burrow tunnels. Does anybody want to come down and check out what's going on?
Mariah jumps down almost instantly.
Roll me. You have like an acrobatic skill or something, don't you?
I do. Yes.
Yeah, why don't we roll that?
I think
See how well.
Doesn't it have like a sub? Yeah, there's sense of balance, walk on tightrope, climb rope, or backflip.
It'll do sense of balance to make sure you
All right.
you land squarely on your feet.
All right, so I need to get below 95.
Oh, there we go. I'll be hilarious if you get 96. No, you land gracefully on your feet with a soft thud as the earth beneath you rustles.
Mariah is then going to examine Patrick.
Hey, Al.
Examine?
Yeah, she's like poking him,
Oh,
making sure all his places are in his places.
So far, Patrick is a whole Patrick, yes.
And Patrick is going to do nothing to resist this.
She kind of nods to herself and then starts to wander, but then stops and goes back and then starts to wander again, but kind of an endless like loop of kind of wandering, but then kind of not.
Okay. Oh, wait. I gotta put Mila down here.
Hello.
Derp. Hello. I'm wandering.
Ah!
Mariah.
Mariah's grown.
Okay, just... Alright. Wandering. So, it'd be fair to say that you'd stay within Piff's sphere of light, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. Wandering around. Bear will allow anyone else to go in before him, but if you guys hesitate, he's also going down.
All right. Al,
Yes,
shall we go down?
I think we better.
Okay, let me just put all your tokens down here then. Alicia will be the last, mentioning how she did not expect this. All right, so...
Are we gonna do the whole rolls for jumping down, or?
Yes, we are. Sorry, I was in the middle of copying your tokens, so I was distracted. Feel free to make balance checks while I do so.
Balance. Oh my God! Really?
Oh my
Really?
goodness. Yeah, dude. You twist your ankle. You land on it not so great. Your ankle's twisted. I'm gonna say it's a -5 to your speed. Take roll me a 1d6. You take 5 points of SDC damage.
All right.
And yeah, you're 5 points of speed for the next. We'll say about minus 5 points of speed for the next. We'll say about 30 minutes or so for you to walk it off.
All right. Damn. Damn.
Al made his at least. And he'll be like, Tom, you okay?
I landed on my ankle wrong.
Haha.
All right, Alicia. Before you jump down, do you want a rope?
Alicia
know you had a
says, "I
rope."
have nothing to tie it on. Just get out of my way." As she also lands and see if she twists her ankle. No, she's fine. Oh, more ice spoken Tom. If you like, guys, I'll give you possession of Alicia and Bear.
Cool.
For the sake of, so I don't have to move them every time you guys move. Groovy?
Groovy.
Yeah.
Let me just represents controlled by all players. Save changes. Controlled by all players. Save changes. Perfect. So, I'll just describe a few things that the NPCs do, and then I'll just put it in your hands. Groovy?
Mhm.
So the only thing of note is once Alicia gets herself situated, she curses on how dark it is, and then she puts away her triax rifle, making a note that anything explosive down here could end up being really bad, and she takes out her laser pistol instead. Of course, Al, your demolition skill also confers with Piff's architectural knowledge and clearly Alicia's demolition skill, which is this is soft, non-reinforced dirt. Cave-ins are a definite possibility.
So here's a question, and I can use my demolition skill if you want me to roll for it.
Oh, we'll see how
Would
complicated it is.
would regular, say, for example, would my Juicer's assassin rifle, the ion bolts and the regular laser bolts, be a threat, or?
Well, here's the thing. Any MDC weapon, any, like, a little bolt of... How can I explain this? One or two... I'm trying to think of a comparison. Okay, here's a comparison. If you were in an animal's tunnel, like you are now, for example, right, and it's just soft earth around you, and you take a high-powered battle rifle, you know what I mean, big rope, big recoil, big slugs, right, and you start shooting the dirt around you, it's not a guarantee that it'll destabilize the earth, but there's definitely a chance. The impact of a mega damage laser isn't as much as a mega damage explosive, but it's still energy dispersing matter, right?
Right.
So
So here's another question. Is there a difference in this regard? Is there a difference between my regular lasers and my ion beams?
you know what? I'm sure some science nerd is like, well, not science nerd, I shouldn't call that. A more knowledgeable individual who knows the types of energy and their impact on matter. But for the sake of simplicity, no, there'd be no difference.
Okay.
I will have you roll the same percentage, we'll say.
Got it.
If you ever discharge your weapons.
Right. Okay. Al's going to keep his rifle on hand, but be forewarned by the knowledge.
Okie dokie. So, obviously, you guys have reached the edge of the world, so there's no going to the right. No, all I'll explain is that off to the right is merely just another earthen wall. It looks like you have here, let me just reveal a little bit more of the areas, because it'd be fair to assume that you guys would be going around here. So I guess the first question is, do you guys want to go... Oh, first of all, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I don't know why I keep saying that. But, okay, go ahead,
I
Patrick,
do.
lay it on me.
Now getting his wits about him, he's actually going to check the Earth to check if the Earth was naturally this mulched or if it got mulched by something.
Ah, okay, okay. That's an excellent question. Well, now what skill do you think would help you with that? I'm looking at your skill sheet too, but I'm wondering if you have an idea.
Oh boy. Let's see.
I don't know. You know what? That's okay. You know what? I'm gonna do an unskilled check, but not nearly as tough as a pick lock unskilled check. Just roll me a D100.
Would botany go even close to that? Or?
No. Botany will be useful, but not in this context.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a 25% chance. The goal is 25%. Let me know what you succeed or fail by.
I failed by 16.
Okay, that's not awful. It's hard to directly tell, but you're assuming, it's a fair assumption that due to the amount of water that's in the Woodbridge area, the dampness and the weakness of this earth is probably natural. If you had to hazard a guess, you'd assume it was naturally, it's a natural earth, yeah.
Okay.
Okie dokie. So I guess I'm very similar to what I did in the Forgotten Temple. I'm going to be taking this whole thing by sections, right? Describing particular areas to you and allowing you to interact, of course. Obviously, it is pitch black in here, so it is important for me just to know what your own personal light sources are. Clearly, Patrick has his own light. That I believe emits 30 feet around, correct?
60.
60. Okay, so I will keep that in mind. In fact, with 60, yeah. Okay, I'm going to just keep that in mind with areas that I'm going to reveal here.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Delightful. Wow. So I guess the big question is, do you guys want to go north or do you want to go south first?
Ooh. I have no idea.
Oh
Well.
boy.
Someone pick a
I do
direction. It's not rocket science.
We'll choose a direction.
50-50.
Which
Could
Sorry,
be.
Bern.
True.
I was interrupting Bern while he was trying to talk, like each and every time. Like I was like, "Someone hurry up!" And Bern's just like, "Oh, no."
Yeah, I was gonna say. Fuck.
Gotta love Skype. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I was going to say, why don't we roll a D3? 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Okay. We are going east or west. West. Yeah.
Oh, I got bad news for you. You might as well just roll a D2.
Yeah.
West is the end of it. It literally is.
All right, 1 or 2. Let's go
Let's just go north.
1 to 50.
Oh,
I like
north.
Let's just
Okay.
go
North is good.
North
Yeah,
is
north
good.
is fine.
Okay. All right.
Because
Okay.
moss, which we're going after, grows on the north side of trees.
Oh,
Sure.
Oh my God.
God.
DM,
Mm-hmm.
could I have control of my character, please?
No. You asked too much. You're out of the fucking campaign.
Gotta be fair, he
Okay.
did cross the line there.
Yep.
Yeah.
It should
Come on,
be.
Bern. What were you thinking? No.
It should say you got it. Do you have it now? Control by Tom? Yeah, you got
Yes.
it. Yeah, you got it. All right. So, you begin to go through these earthen tunnels, and in the pale light of Patrick's light, you're able to spot your first bit of, well, first thing that isn't a bunch of goddamn mud around you. And they are bright pink mushrooms that are growing out of the earth, the corners of the earth. Some of them are sprouting up along the walls, but most of them are clustered on the bottoms. You're counting approximately a cluster of 20 each that seem to be flanking the sides of this entrance here. They're relatively small, only about 2.5 inches at its highest.
I would really like to control my character, but I'm too afraid to ask.
No, that's
Never.
okay. No. It's all right. It's all right. It's fine. Don't be afraid.
Squee,
Don't be
you're
afraid. You know what it
cruising
is? You guys have new
purpose and-
bodies. You have
Yeah, that's why.
you have new stupid bodies, and I hate them. So no, everything's gonna be fine. But I just want to let you know, Al. When you went through that ley line, there was an additional reaction because you're a prissy elf, and you are now 2 feet tall. So
I
enjoy
can
that.
only think that this seems fair.
Yeah, because Tyrath didn't tell you, but he made you a Keebler elf, and it hasn't really clicked in until now.
Oh my god.
You guys have wondered why he's always making cookies.
Oh god, that's really disgusting with the background story. That he was a cannibal.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, I've now derailed us. Good job, GM. But yes, I've described the fungi. Obviously, the path itself starts to wind off out of sight. In addition, as you enter this kind of slightly larger chamber, I hope none of you suffer from claustrophobia because it is a very, very tight entranceways that you're going through. Not, I mean, they're measured out as you can see, right? But you don't have a ton of breathing room. But as you start to approach this itself, you do definitely hear something moving in the distance. You don't know exactly what, just heavy footfalls from time to time and a few croaks like a grrr. But they're relatively far off, you think? Maybe.
Okay. Let's see.
Patrick, be our guide.
Alright, I would like to use a skill. It's called Mordenkainen's Faithful Watchdog.
Okay. Do you have the spell components?
I have them.
But do you actually
alright.
have them with you? Okay, we know what we're doing here. Let's stop.
Let's actually use a skill. Let's use botany to make sure these freaking mushrooms are not like I walk near them and they explode on me into pores of mind control or whatever.
So these are alien. So for alien things, I believe it's a minus 20%. That's typically how it goes.
All right.
Yes. So so what's your target number? What's the success for botany?
With alien is 59.
Wow, holy shit, you're really good. That's good though. That's excellent. All right, roll it.
20.
Okay. Now Inferno has to figure out a reason why Patrick could know this, so give me a moment to be...
I read a lot of books.
You
over at
did.
that place.
You did. Over at New Laszlo?
Yeah.
You know what? Thank you. That's a fantastic rationalization because you did spend quite time at that library and it's got to pay off. All right? So, superb. As you take a few steps towards them, and perhaps I'll leave it up to you, but you hold off everyone else from moving past you because there's something about those mushrooms. Maybe it's the color. You know, very similar to some animals, the brightly colored plumage or coloring on an insect hide implies poison. these ones might be poisonous, but the way they swell or pulsate, you can see now, it's clear that these are probably designed to release spores that are. You probably won't be surprised if you ever can harvest these things, but probably underneath the cap of the mushroom itself, you're willing to bet there's probably spores underneath of it. And what those spores would do, you're not too sure, but you do remember reading about a mushroom similar to this. Very similar.
Oh boy.
In fact, you succeeded well enough. Maybe it's something that Tyrath said about him believing that the fungus itself was imbued with magic, but the spores themselves might be magically imbued.
Oh, I would like, but they're basically they don't like things when they're around. They use their defense mechanism. Ooh. Well, first things first. Let me take a picture of this.
Ooh, okay. Flash goes off.
Hmm.
Give me a moment. I gotta roll something. Keep going.
All right.
All right.
Next thing that I need to do. Do I know anything that's in the real life that actually has things that give off spores when a defense mechanism? Ooh,
My
maybe by
sex life.
Oh, yeah.
And I just run spores everywhere. That's how I reproduce asexually. Yeah.
Oh, I was wondering. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I
Well-
say sexy to him, because I just want to put
Yeah.
spores everywhere. Anyways.
So I'm going to notify the rest of the people about these mushrooms.
Okay.
And
They have been
try-
notified.
Trying to figure out a way to maybe harvest them.
Okay. I'll allow it. I'm gonna
know,
have. Mm-hmm.
I think I might have a way.
Okay. Well, please tell me your way, and then I can add in some modifiers.
All right. So, if it doesn't like things near them, what if I actually remove them without getting near them, aka levitate? Like try
Huh.
to pluck them from a distance.
Ah. Yeah. Yeah. Roll me your botany. Add 20% to it.
Natural or with alien?
No, natural. No, you know
Oh.
what? Just do natural plus 10.
All right. Yeah, definitely made that.
It will
But-
take some time. Do you want to pick all of them?
I definitely want to pick at least one.
Okay, so you've picked one. No problem. It's floating there.
All right.
Wee 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 wee. That's a floating noise. It floats
see.
a good solid, 4 feet above the ground.
Oh boy. So, is it still pulsing?
Is it still pulsing? No, it's not.
All right. I'm going to ask the rest of the group to stand back while I try to draw this towards me.
Standing back.
Okay. Thank you for moving, Bear. Alicia will equally GTFO. Thank you. All right. It starts floating towards you.
All right.
It gets within, let's see here. It gets within 10 feet. Then within 5 feet. Then in your hand. Nothing seems to happen.
Yay! Patrick got a mushroom.
You have an extra life now. That's how it works in Ritz.
Oh,
I was
boy.
hoping it'd grow bigger.
Now to find out how to store this thing. Can I put it away in my magical inventory? Or is this...
I
You know
will
what?
allow it for now. If you start picking like 100 mushrooms, and I'll have to be like, how you storing them, right? One, we're good.
I'm sure there's an empty slot in my science kit somewhere.
Yes, we'll go with that. That's perfect.
I'll have the one. I don't think I'll have two, and then
Okay.
I'll be it.
5 minutes
Okay,
later,
so you
I'll
picked
have
two.
96.
It's
Alright.
one of those things where it's like, if I mess up on one sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Works for me. Plus, you got. I mean, never mind. Inferno. All right. Now, what do you guys want to do?
Do you guys want to get past the mushroom?
I'm gonna eat it. No, yeah, let's try and
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
let's try and move past.
Well, I've disabled them by levitating them, but I'm unsure exactly how to. I guess I could do that one by one. But I
Yeah, you
don't know where
could.
to put them.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, just let me know where you put them, and then I can allow it.
All right. So I will most likely put them the cap down
Okay.
into the dirt over here.
Okay. Cap down, dirt over here. Okay, so one by one. There's like 38 in all.
Oh, boy.
But patiently, you managed to do so. Now, I would like. Who hasn't rolled dice in a while? Oh, Neil hasn't rolled dice in a while. Sorry, Mariah, roll me a D100, please. Okay. All right, so it takes some time. I'm going to say like a good 45 seconds per mushroom. So, okay, Inferno, why didn't you just do a minute per mushroom? Then you could say 38 minutes later. 30 minutes later,
All right.
all the mushrooms are off to the side. It takes quite a bit of time. If you guys want to do anything else in the 30 minutes, great. If not, boom, mushrooms, gone. You're good.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Well, I don't know if
I'm
they're
good.
gone, but they are face kind of down off in the corner somewhere. Okay.
Mhm.
Would you like to continue north?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to describe this area first, and then I'm going to oh God, Inferno. And then I will reveal it. Because I like doing things like that. Oh, Inferno. As I rustle with the interface. Rustle? Is that a thing? Wrestle. I wrestle with it. Ah, shit. I wrestled with the wrong interface. Sorry, guys. Level's loading. Loading, go. Loading, go. Loading, go. Loading, go.
80% done. 86%. 54% done.
Wait.
Okay.
I
Oh, wait. Beforehand, I would like you all to roll me D100s, please.
yes.
And I have to
Damn.
roll one.
I did it again.
Oh, okay. Okay. It's Tom. Tom's rolling high today. That's fine.
Yep.
All right.
So does something happen to me, DM?
You sprain your
You'll
ankle.
find out.
Okay.
Oh, you'll find out. You will.
Okay.
You will. Okay. Wait, I have to put these guys in the right layer. Do. All right. Oh, that's a good order. Hey, perfect. Tom, you're the one who's first. So,
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it. I'll just reveal the area. This isn't working. So I'll just reveal it. And I'll tell you what happens.
Oh fuck.
So, with the exception, I'll describe the territory first, and then the individuals that you encounter. In this pitch black, through the light of Patrick's sphere of light, you see it's not just a single brown mushroom. In fact, this entire chamber, the entire floor, is littered with these brown capped mushrooms, all clinging close to the ground. And perhaps tending to them or in the area are these two individuals. They are humanoid in the fact that they have 2 arms and 2 feet. The feet themselves are large, 2-toed feet, clearly. They are highly armored individuals, and they stand about 4.5 feet tall. They are short, they are stocky. Their hands are clawed, but their palms are like little scoops with clawed fingers. Horned heads, as their small, shallow eyes are already looking towards your direction, Tom. We're going to... I'll switch this back into real-time mode here in a moment. After I'm done just moving you guys up a little bit, so where you would see them. And I'm going to just move y'all in the marching order that you created. I think that's fair, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, and for the sake, we'll start. Tom, you're the first one, and you see these individuals. What would you like to do?
Hi there.
Actually,
and he'll wave.
Why
They
have you
start-
stopped moving? Mariah's behind you, staring at the back of your head.
These are the creatures that Tyrath wanted intel on. I'm just hold on. Just
guys,
yeah.
roll initiative.
Son
I
of a
was going to
bitch.
offer them delicious Keebler cookies.
Son of a.
Wow.
Hey, you rolled low! Congratulations!
Yay, burn.
All right.
Special day for him.
It's just one of those days.
Where is my
Yeah,
right
it's
tab?
just
There we
another
go.
day.
It's funny. It's good comedy.
What do I call them?
hi there.
Armored DB. That's what I'll call them.